hydrofoiling. What an incredible invention. I've been surfing for a few years and recently foils have come out as this awesome new way to surf a wave. Essentially, this challenge is going to be me and my brother learning how to foil in a short period of time. This isn't a typical fitness or sport challenge for me, but it's one that I'm super excited about. I absolutely love the ocean and me and my brother share that passion. So I'm super excited to see what there is to learn about foiling with my brother.
Okay guys, so welcome down to Flite School. So we're going to take you on a flightboarding lesson.
The challenge is simple. Me and Joe are going to go from having never eFOILed before as complete beginners in 10 days, seeing how much progress we can make. The aim is to sort of downgrade the foil size, I think, and try and get smaller and smaller foils so that they're more and more maneuverable, and then go from just riding like flat water like this to trying to surf waves, ride the wave of a boat, for example. So I think that's the progression that we'll be looking at. Yeah, essentially it will just be how quickly we can progress and how much fun we can have.
Your speed levels there, which is controlled with the positive. When it is time to go, trigger on, and that stays on 100% all the time. And off we go. That's it. There you go.
How do you turn?
Yeah, just lean.
To start with, we learned to control the eFOIL's power while sitting on the board. And after getting comfortable with that, it was time to try and stand up. And to begin with, that looked a lot like this. Fast forward 30 minutes, and we started getting the hang of it. It was such an incredible feeling, gliding above the water. It almost felt like you're flying. And this is what it looked like from the GoPro. I just want to keep going. It's like so cruisy.
One of the keys to turning well too is just stay relaxed.
Yeah, okay.
Stay relaxed and look where you want to go when you're turning. Okay,
Right.
that's another key. You want to focus on the arc that you're turning on all the time. But always, Matt, you can, once you've come back into that right position, you can manage the height of the board with that front leg.
Yeah.
Okay, by releasing pressure or just pushing it back down, just trimming it immediately, just to keep that prop in the water.
Yeah, I feel like I was tense most of that time, like not falling off, and that probably makes it harder, or like...
It does, yeah.
You're
fighting all the forces. You know, once you're going a bit faster, and we get you onto maybe the standard board or even the pro board later on, you'll find that just looking where you want to go will actually take you there, because it's just the weight of your head. So it's all about that center of gravity moving.
Yeah.
Let's work on the turns. Just getting really comfortable with like doing S turns.
Yeah. Maybe
Loop around, do a few full rotations.
Sounds good. Follow you. So we kept practicing over and over again, working on turning by shifting our weight with very slight movements across the board. What a sport, hey? This is awesome. You must get a lot of very happy customers.
We certainly do, don't we?
I don't even know how to wrap that up. This is such a unique experience. Yeah, I found out I was very intent the whole time. It was like, don't fall off, don't fall off. But when Nigel was giving me tips to like relax, and I think that really helped my flow as well. Yeah, I mean, how did you think that went from your perspective?
I think you guys did really well. Your progression was very fast. Obviously, you've had some experience with water sports and you're comfortable with moving fast across the water, and that's one of the main fears is speed. But looking forward to getting you guys on the more high performance boards and then eventually the ultra, and then get you banking around onto a wake
Yeah, can't wait.
To the next level.
Thank you. Thanks, mate. Awesome.
Yeah,
First day. It's great.
Thank you.
Over the next few days, we continue to practice, each day stepping up in board difficulty. So is today we're stepping down, are we?
Yeah, stepping down to a 100 litre board.
100 litre.
Carbon
Okay.
fibre, a lot more manoeuvrable. Yeah, you'll love it.
This one really feels like it's flying. That's so much higher. Session 3. What are we doing today?
So we're going to a new advanced wing.
Same board though.
We're staying on the same really floaty, very unforgiving board.
And with each new board, it took a little while for us to get used to the different centre of balance, as the smaller boards generally felt more wobbly.
Day 4.
Day 4, yeah. But today we're stepping up to the Pro board, is that right?
Yeah, the Pro board.
Pro board, but with the, what's the foil we're on?
Cruiser wing.
The Cruiser wing, okay. These boards, so much smaller. Because the board was much smaller, it meant that shifting our weight allowed us to do even tighter turns. Okay, another beautiful morning. This is beginning of week 2, and we've made some progress.
You guys started on the most basic, sort of easy to manage board. It's the most buoyant board, the air board here, which is 150 litres in volume. So it's nice and easy to steady yourself on and get started. It's got a 650mm mast. And then you moved on to the 100 litre board, which is the biggest of the hard boards.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got a longer mast on this one, so a little bit more clearance, so you could start to get your turning right. And then we moved on to the Pro board, which is a 70 litre board.
Yeah.
Okay, and you really loved that day, didn't you? Because you really started to feel it was really you were getting the flow, which was awesome. And so today we're going to put you onto the Ultra board, okay, which is the top of the line. It's the lightest, most refined, high performance board this is an 800mm mast, so it's even more clearance, which is great for going in the ocean. You can get harder turns and you can get more clearance, so when you're in ocean swell you can manage
bank
that
without.
Yeah, and today we're going to start off with a cruiser wing, okay, and then we will progress you to the flow wing on the Ultra. The next step is to experiment in the surf, which is over the next week.
Yeah, sick.
You know, in the beginning, you're just learning how to get the board foiling. Whereas down this end of the path, it's more about the manoeuvrability and actually adapting and becoming one with the foil.
Today was all about getting comfortable on the Ultra board, which was Flite School's smallest, lightest and most manoeuvrable board. And if we could get comfortable, Jamie and Nigel said they could get us wrapping on to the wake of the boat as practice for surfing waves out in the ocean. Nice, guys. Rip it. Oh man, it's feeling so good. This new board that we're stepping up to, the Ultra, just feels so flexible. It's the perfect balance. I'm frothing. And so we've just switched the wing on the bottom of this Ultra board. So now it's not going to feel so stable maybe, but it'll give us more maneuverability to go like more into the carving, I think. Supposedly, but we'll see what happens.
What I'm thinking right now is we'll charge the boat to create a wake.
Okay.
And I want you guys to practice wrapping around and surfing the wake.
Rolling into the waves, that feels like good practice. Yeah, definitely, because as soon as you come into it, you can feel the turbulence below you.
So what we can do now is wrap around and then sort of on the wall of the wave, see if you can just hack a really hard turn on the wall of the wave and then come back around onto it. You'll have more control when we do go in the ocean tomorrow.
All right, simple. Just get it done. Woo!
that last carve where you came in, that was a good timing there.
Yeah.
That was the best one you did. You came in, you got a really good timing on the turn onto the wave, and then you used the power of the wave and came straight off it again. Getting that timing right is going to be key when we go into the ocean. Seeing a wave and how you're going to approach it and how you're going to attack it. Okay, and you've got to have that plan in your head when you're out there.
This is the first session that we're going to take these boards into the ocean, and today is just about getting used to the swell, I think, because obviously when we're doing it in the river it's dead flat, so this will be a whole different thing to get used to the ups and downs of the swell. From there we'll build up, getting used to sort of coming around, wrapping around onto a wave. Here we go! Woo! First session in the water, in the ocean. How high you are, and that makes it hard to judge like if you're going to come out of the water or not. Alright, got to practice wrapping around and onto a bit of a swell. Here comes a set. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm sort of not on it, but shit. You see, that was me not concentrating. But yeah, I think it's also about getting the right speed, because obviously you can change the speed of these things. And you probably want to wrap around and onto the wave, like the same sort of speed as the waves go. He was showing us how to time the wrap onto the wave, as well as making sure we don't have too much or too little speed, so we could get into that sweet spot where the energy of the wave would push us along. And out in the ocean, we fell off many times. So we also got a lot of practice standing back up on the board.
First you start on lying down, then you go a bit faster, increase the speed a bit. And then as you get faster and start to plane, you can get up onto your knees. Keep the board planing like so. And once you get comfortable, you slowly get up onto your knees. And then you're flying.
Over the next couple of sessions, we continue to practice out in the ocean, slowly getting more and more confident with our speed and our timing on the waves. You can hear when it's about to breach, because the propeller comes out first, actually before the wing. So you can hear the propeller like sucking in air. So you actually have like sometimes you have a bit of a second chance almost. It makes a noise and you're like, shit, go down. But this is just beautiful. I am so lucky I almost hit the propeller. I was scary. I came off and went sort of like head first. With day 9 complete, it was time to test the skills that we had learnt in our final session. Okay, final day. This is day 10. We've been training on these boards for the past 10 days. This is time to test, see how much progress we've made. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the boards out to Long Reef Beach here, and essentially we're going to try and wrap onto waves, try and catch some of the bomby waves which are coming through.
Yeah, 100%. And I think the progression of going from just learning to eFOIL on the flat water, this was something which was in the pipeline as being the pinnacle. We're here now on these most high performance eFOIL boards, the Flite Board Ultra, and we're going to be wrapping around onto swell and catching waves. So this will be a great test today to see, you know, how you go at the top.
Yeah, awesome.
Nice. Let's hit it, boys.
The mission here was simple, to stand up and try to wrap onto as many waves as we could, practicing the skills we'd learned over the past 10 days. So I'll show you a few of our best waves from this session, and we can compare that to what we look like on day one. Awesome work, guys.
Yeah, that was epic.
Great last day. I feel like for me, just having started 10 days ago, never having ridden one of these before, and then in 10 days we're like catching these waves out here. It's just, I'm stoked. That just goes to show how much progress you can make on these things, like, and how quickly. Yeah, I just think thanks so much to you guys and Flite School Manly for the coaching. It's been unreal. Yeah, I think it's just an awesome experience and I'm stoked.
Nice
again,
one,
guys.
Thanks,
awesome
mate.
session.
Fuck, you just keep you frothing all day.
Yeah. I can't wipe the smile off my face, eh? I want to go back out.